Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria 2, where we have a crisis heating up. And I was looking around at the beginning of this and I noticed something that I hadn't noticed in the previous episode. And that is, Austria-Hungary joined France and the Russian Empire on helping us. They want to acquire British Senegal. That's what France is demanding from the UK. Italy is still on the fence, and we aren't a leader in the crisis, so we'll have to see. But the UK here, they are demanding Sokoto to acquire all states with core provinces. Now, that would be pretty much all of this that we took from Sokoto. Why is this selecting the army? I want to select the state here. There we go. So where are the cores at here? Probably in the state view? Controller is currently Ethiopia, but Sokoto has it cored. Yeah. Okay, and it looks like that doesn't expire. So it's just Britain and Germany at this point. So that's fine. And they're going to be against France, the Russian Empire, and Austria-Hungary. This is going to get nasty. Hopefully the Brits just back down, because that's pretty overwhelming for them. Austria-Hungary with a military power of 7. Okay, that's not very scary. France and Russia, though, together can definitely beat the UK. We'll have to see where Italy ends up. But if Italy ends up on our side, then there's no way it happens, I think. But for now, we're just going to pretend that nothing is going wrong. And we're just going to tick forward and see how this actually ends up panning out. We are going to get our research point increase very, very shortly, which is absolutely fantastic. We're currently getting about 20 every single day, and this is going to go up to about 25 per day. There we go. Actually, 23 is where it went. I'm okay with this. So we're going to continue working on commerce for right now. We are going to grab collectivist theory. And that will only take 4708 research points, so that'll go nice and quick. Now, we are still currently working on increasing our clergymen. We can get up to 2% of the population, so that is great. We're also working on a regular clothes and luxury clothes factory. Tensions in East Houseland is still happening. It's ours. This is fine. Italy is still on the fence here, but war will break out in 170 days if a diplomatic solution is not found. We're definitely behind everyone else pretty substantially in terms of power, so we're going to have to rely pretty hard on our allies in this. But East Houseland is ours. That is something that I will not back down from this time. I would like to support a side, but I don't seem to have the option because I'm the one that is currently being crisised, if you will. So that's the thing. So it is December of 1915 right now. Our new upper house has been arranged, and that looks like a solid upper house. I like that. Okay. So we may actually have to do something with our military at some point soon. Now, there is this large British holding here. Italy has still not chosen a side. Wait. France accepted the crisis offer from the UK and just gave them Sokoto. Oh boy. That was rude. Are these guys going to get black flagged? Okay, fine. I guess Sokoto exists again. And Egypt just declared on us. Okay. Persia honored our military alliance. Okay. Sounds good. So who all joined with Egypt? Let's see here. The UK is in that, and Bulgaria. Ethiopia and Persia. This is going to be rough. Okay. This is going to be very rough. Well, we don't need to defend Sokoto anymore, because France is a bunch of jerks. That was really rude that France just capitulated there. Like, did Italy join, or what was happening there? I don't know, but we need to defend this. Egypt is not particularly strong, but let's go ahead and increase our spending here, as well as here. And we're also going to crank up our taxes to help us pay for this a little bit. We'll go up to about 60% taxes. There we go. Same thing here. Fantastic. And same thing here. Okay. So we have this force coming in. And it looks like we lost troops over there. Presumably the troops that were from Sokoto. So let's see here. We've got ourselves 411 is our composition in each of these forces, and this is just 3. So let's go see if we can build ourselves additional troops. We absolutely cannot. Okay. That's exciting. Well, we held Sokoto for a while, I guess. We invested in a bunch of railroads over there that are now pointless, but I guess it's fine. So we just need to worry about Ethiopia proper. Our morale is increasing, which is fantastic. And we are producing a bunch of small arms and things like that to help out our various armies here. And then the question is, does anybody actually turn up? Oh, we got empiricism. That's nice. That's Bulgaria there. And we are fighting Bulgaria. Are they landing? They are. Okay, we will move this army into Asmara and this army into Akordat. This army into Axum for right now. Actually, let's leave this army over here. Ooh, that is a big stack. This is gonna hurt. They're walking into Kassala. Okay. Where can we see their military power is 25 to our 18. Fair enough. As soon as we get collectivist theory researched, we need to start working on these. That's going to be a big deal. But this is rather exciting. I wonder what would happen if we reloaded the previous save and saw if the Flashpoint crisis, if we just conceded the point. I wonder if this would have happened at all. I might try that here in a little bit, depending on how this war goes. I mean, this is still a learning campaign, so it would certainly be interesting to see if we just conceded, what would happen. But let's go ahead and crush this Bulgarian force. And for right now, we're going to let the Egyptians just wander around. Let's see, we'll be arriving on 31 March. Let's actually wait one day. There we go. And now we go in. I expect this is going to hurt. But let's find out. We're actually kind of even. And we're winning. Okay, that sounds good. Let's move this army over to Gondar. Okay, we won that. We're going to have a real hard time. Let's see, supply limits are pretty high. Let's actually group all of these armies together. And I just want to see if we can maybe pull out some sort of a victory here. It's going to be exciting, to be sure. My question is, where exactly is Persia? They're up over here, currently being invaded by the UK, heavily. Okay. From British India. That's to be expected. But I do wonder what exactly would have happened if I had backed down at that second event. Okay, there's collectivist theory done. Let's go ahead and get breech-loaded rifles. There we go. Group these together. So that's 42,000 troops that we've got here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Ooh, another Egyptian army coming into Kassala. That's rather a lot. I don't suppose we can intercept them up there. Oh, this is primarily the Bulgarian army that we already beat. They're going to be arriving on 21 May. We'll arrive on 6 June. If we go into Kassala, I guarantee you this 32k stack comes in, and they are going to kind of wreck us. Egypt is a civilized nation. Okay. But one thing that I found kind of frustrating about what happened is we had France and Russia. They could probably win that war, but they just decided to give up Sokoto, and then Britain declared on us anyway via Egypt. Which doesn't seem exactly fair to me. It seems like when that crisis finishes, there should be a truce. Anyway, let's see if we can pull their armies apart a little bit. Are these guys going anywhere? Wait, these guys are going into Sennar. Okay. If they split up, we can maybe divide and conquer. So let's come down here. Our morale is increasing. But we're really losing quite a lot of money. I'm going to bump taxes up to 70%. Something along the lines of this. There we go. Now we should be making some money. These guys are heading into Rabat. They'll get there on 12 June. They are sticking together well, which I don't like. But that means that we could maybe head into Kassala and cap this back. And that's exactly what we're going to do. And hopefully we don't take too much attrition here. Supply limit is 53, so we should be okay. And I mean, they're occupying much faster, I'm assuming because of their artillery numbers or something like that. Maybe it's just tech. I'm a little unsure. But yeah, I think I'm interested in seeing how this war plays out, but I'm also super interested in seeing what would have happened if I had backed down on the second time that that event popped up. So I'm going to continue playing this, but the idea is that we then reload the previous save, and we see what actually ends up happening. This army is currently separated. They're heading into Kassala. That's okay. Do we let them? We absolutely do. And then we go crush them. We come in like this. These guys can do this. That's fine. We'll crush Bulgaria here. They're going to come try to reinforce. I would prefer that they didn't get here. They're absolutely going to get here. Okay, I paused the game. They are arriving on 17 August. We can get out on 17 August or 18 August. Yeah, that's exciting. Okay. Do we get out? We do not get out. Wait. No, we're losing. Okay, never mind. For a second there, I thought we were winning that. Wait. 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 We're winning. Okay. This is fascinating. So now we come over here. And we crush this. Now we are currently out of money because we are spending so much on reinforcing. We're going into debt right now. Now I'm going to go ahead and bump our taxes all the way to the tippy top. So we go a little less out of debt, or into debt, that is, hopefully. So we crush this. Persia is getting wrecked by Britain, and the moment Britain shows up, we just lose. I'm aware of this. But the question is, we currently have 34%, and it's Egypt. Is Egypt not the war leader? UK is the war leader? UK is the war leader. Okay, they would not accept this. Peace offer value of 0. But they would maybe accept it soon. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play out the remainder of this war. Or maybe we should create like an alternate history sort of thing, where just for the purposes of next episode, like I make a save here. That was one additional war score. I don't suppose... No, they'd still not accept this. Wait, the war is going in their favor because of Persia, but Persia just pieced out. Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough. So we're kind of in the alternate history right now, I think. But I'm just going to hop over here. And I'm going to keep going on this episode for a little bit, even though I would normally put a cut in here. I just want to... Yeah, there's the UK. So they've started showing up. Let's go kill this Egyptian army. And I just want to throw our troops against the UK and see how badly we get beaten. That's the idea here. And then I'll reload and see what happens if I would have backed down. Because this is still a learning campaign. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how these mechanics work. So if I had backed down there, the question is, what actually would have happened? Now our morale is currently super duper low here. I want to go to Asmara, because if they attack us, I want to be here. Socialist demagogue, okay. That's fine. Our morale needs to tick up. These guys are heading into a Kordat. They're heading here. That's fine. They can absolutely do that. They're now heading into Kassala. And they've all grouped up. Now I fully expect to lose this. We need to get our organization up before we fight, for sure. We're about to get breech-loaded rifles, which gives us what exactly? A combat width reduction and allowing the construction of guard. Whatever that means. I think guard is a specific type of unit, but we'll go for iron breech-loaded artillery next. And in the meantime, we're still working on our organization. Now we got some permanent prestige there. Egypt expanded their current war. Okay. That's interesting. But yeah, I'm interested to see exactly what would have happened if I had backed down the second event. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw our troops in here as soon as our organization comes up, which it currently isn't because time isn't ticking forward. They're heading into Matama, so we'll chase them. And yeah, here's another big old British army. These guys are heading over here. We'll catch the Egyptians, I guess. Okay. Why did Khartoum just become black? I'm a bit confused about this. That said, look at all these enemy UK troops. Let's jump in here, see how badly we lose this, and then I'll put a cut in and we'll reload back in time. Yeah, that's pretty much what I expected. Okay. So yeah, that's basically what I expected right there. So let's go ahead and jump back in time. So I'm going to have to actually quit from here. There doesn't seem to be an option to load, but I'm going to put a cut in, and next episode we're going to start at exactly the same time that we started this episode, but I'm going to see what happens if we back down. So I'm going to do that right about now. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you all in the alternate timeline.